What? He's not available for the collab. What do you mean? What? I was the one who was not keeping well. Yeah, I had the throat infection, remember? Yeah, but you know, I got ready. I got the shirt on. I even cleaned the beard the same way to match his style. And what about the hat? I even got the hat. No, this is not happening. You must be kidding me, right? Keep the phone. Keep the phone. Hello, fragheads and gorgeous people. This is Pondyfragboy, and before any of you buzz off, let me assure you that Tony, aka Mr. Bon Parfum 22, hasn't gone anywhere. He's right here with us. So you're gonna watch him in a minute. Before that, let's hit the music. So after that little prank and that little scare that I gave you guys before we get on with the video, let me tell you guys that it was very difficult to get Mr. Bon Parfum 22 to do this collab with me. I've been trying for over a year now, and I'm super excited. I'm very grateful to him to have finally accepted and agreed to do this with me. So yeah, let's get on with the list. Mr. Bon Parfum, over to you.
Hey, how are you? It's Tony from Bon Parfum 22. Hello, Mr. Pondyfragboy. How are you? And yes, I want to talk about 5 FRESHIES, 5 top FRESHIES that I could think about for this time. Of course, there are so many out there, but I'm gonna go ahead and share what those 5 top FRESHIES are. Of course, my first selection, and in no specific order, this has been compared to Aventus, and you know, although I do feel some similarities, I think that these fragrances all stand by themselves. So the first one is going to be Xerjoff from Manzara. To me, this is a beautiful, woody, citrusy, fruity, leathery, animalic, vanilla, sweet fragrance. I think that this one of my favorites, if I should say. And although I think that you may be able to wear this any time of the year, obviously, you know, the warmer months are going to be the most. This could be day, night, you know, you can't go wrong.
So that was a really good one, Mr. Bon Parfum 22. So starting off my list at number 5 position, we have Guerlain's L'Homme Ideal Plug-in Privé. So this one is very close to the Cologne version, which obviously you guys know is out of production. The reason I have featured this one on my list of top 5 FRESHIES is because I really used to enjoy the Cologne version, which obviously I do not have any longer. It's very fresh, it's very citrusy, but it's also got a bit of creaminess coming from the almond. I think there's a bit of musk as well in the base, and vetiver just gives it a very nice earthy feel. So all in all, I think the citruses, the almond obviously, which is reminiscent of the L'Homme Ideal line, gives it an absolutely great feel and vibe, and I enjoy this a lot. So number 5, L'Homme Ideal Plug-in Privé from the house of Guerlain.
All right, the next pick here on my top 5 FRESHIES is going to be from the house of Al Haramain. This is said to be, you know, an inspiration or a clone from a Tom Ford fragrance. I believe is Neroli Portofino. I think that's what the name is, but this is none other than Neroli Canvas. Once again, if you don't like Neroli, then that's probably not going to be your best bet. Some people say that Neroli smells like baby's cologne. If such is the case, then I'm a big baby. I love Neroli Portofino. My wife likes it too. This is definitely a spring summer weather, very fresh. Here you're gonna get citrus, you're gonna get florals, you're gonna get green, of course, very fresh. You know, coming out of the shower, you spray some of this on, and you'll be smelling really nice. Performance is really good, and of course, I love the design of the bottles.
So coming in at number 4 for me is, did you guess it? No, it is Ryziger Ambassador, and I love the presentation, I love the bottle, I love the way it looks and feels even in the hand. Super snug, love the matte cap, extremely nice. I know I feel like a little child doing that, but it's incredibly fun. And I love the presentation. It's very simplistic, it's very minimalistic, but it's amazing at the same time. What does this remind me of? This is basically Dior Sauvage, but made more sexy, made more tropical, made more fruity. I think it features a mango note, it has an apple note up top, it has some florals, it has some spices, it's got a lot of things happening. At the end of the day, it is reminiscent. It is definitely going to remind you of Dior Sauvage sort of a DNA. It's just 100 times more luxurious and more niche quality and much better. So if you like Dior Sauvage and that kind of vibe, go for this one. Ryziger Ambassador, that's my number 4.
This next one here is a classic. I think that everybody knows this one, and this one's going to be from the house of Xerjoff, and this is going to be Neo. This is a beautiful summer fragrance, very fresh. Here you're going to have citruses, you're going to have greens, you're going to have woody spices, you're going to have florals, earthy tones, beautiful fragrance. I'm sure that most of you have already tried this. If you haven't, I really recommend it as a great summer, spring, freshy fragrance.
So stepping things up, now we have already moved into the top 3, so it's going to be very, very tight. So for me, my top 3 is, can you guess it? It's a Xerjoff from the house of Micallef. Sorry, the name is on this side, yeah. And it's a total banger of a scent. From the first time I tried it, I sampled it, I don't even remember when. I instantly fell in love with this one. This is spot on my kind of DNA. It's very fresh, it's got an aquatic shower gel kind of feel, along with a green, fougere kind of a vibe as well in the background. This features a very controversial cannabis note, but for me the cannabis note isn't very prominent, at least not to my nose. I think there is a certain freshness and a certain greenness that comes out of the cannabis note. There is also some freshness from spices that comes from notes like cardamom, and there's also musk in the base, I believe, which makes it very smooth and blends beautifully to make this one of my top scents for summer. And yeah, this Xerjoff definitely deserve the number 3 rank.
The next one here on my top 5 freshies is going to be also from the house of Xerjoff, but in this case it's from the Casa Morati line, and this is none other than Mephisto. Of course, I have the 30 ml bottle, but this is a classic, nice freshy fragrance. Here you're gonna have musk, you're gonna have obviously some citruses, you're gonna have some florals, you're gonna have a little bit of iris notes in here. Also, you're gonna have some aromatics, some spices. Definitely, this, although it's a freshie, like most of these fragrances that I have already showcased, are going to have very good performance. They may not be monster fragrances, but they are going to be projecting, and you'll have some longevity.
So moving on, number 2 and number 1 were very, very close for me. Almost interchangeable, I would say, to a large extent, but at the end of the day, it features 2 of my favorite houses. They're both niche, unfortunately, so designer house lovers, I'm sorry to disappoint you there, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the niche fragrances at the moment. So at number 2 spot, I have, it's one of my favorite houses. It's Nishane's Oolong Shah. Beautiful bottle, beautiful presentation, as you can see. Nothing really much that I can say or pick about the presentation. Lovely cap, very heavy glass bottle. And if you're a fan of tea-based fragrances, I don't think there's much you can say about this one. It's got lovely citruses, lovely tea note. It's got a minty, fresh, icy, cold vibe as well. So minty, fresh vibe. I really like this one. Let me check some of the notes. So the top is basically very citrus heavy. I think there's orange and mandarin and those kind of very citrus heavy notes. In the mids, I believe you have the tea note, which lingers and which stays for most part of the life of the fragrance. And in the base, you have a very beautiful fig accord or fig note with some musk, which makes it beautiful, smooth, and definitely keeps the longevity. For a fresh scent, I would say this is definitely something that lasts at least 8 to 9 hours on my skin. I know some of you may not believe that, but trust me, I think I have got some extra musk on my skin, which by default makes any fragrance that I wear project and last much longer. So if you want your fragrances to last longer, just scrape off some of my skin, start macerating it, use it as a balm, do whatever you want, but definitely Oolong Shah is a definite winner. So at number 2, Nishane's Oolong Shah.
So the last one but not least, we're going to talk about Saffron Colonies from the house of Nishane. I love the label here. This is going to be also a beautiful freshie. Here you're going to have some fruits, you're going to have some leather, you're going to a bit animalic, a bit spicy, tropical, fruity, musky, bit metallic. Here you're going to have a passion fruit note that is very, very nice. I really love this fragrance. I got some other stuff here, but I'm spray a little bit here. Yeah, really love it. So thank you so very much, and we'll see you. Ciao.
And finally, for number 1 spot, we have one of my favorite houses once again. It is Sedley from the house of Parfums de Marly. As you can see, beautiful blue bottle. It's got a bit of transparent feel and vibe to it. I kind of like it because it goes really well with the background and also my shirt. So the opening is beautiful. It's super smooth. It's super nice. It's got lots of citruses, really externally well blended with the mint note up top. It's got some lavender in the mids, and it's also got some woods, and it's got musk. It's got a lot of things in the base. But what really plays out beautifully for Sedley is the ambroxan. The presence and the use of ambroxan in the base really projects it. So it's not only a fresh shower gel kind of scent, but it's also beautiful. It goes in the same direction as things like Prada Luna Rosa Carbon. You know, it also goes in the same direction as Dylan Blue from the house of Versace, which is one of my all-time favorite designer fragrances. And so yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Sedley is definitely top spot for a reason, and I recommend this to you if you like fresh fragrances. So Sedley from the house of Parfums de Marly. That was my top 5. I hope you enjoyed this collab between Mr. Bon Parfum 22 and myself. Until next time, this is Pondyfragboy signing out.
Please whatever.